Hey guys, so I decided to tour my European home. I wasn't sure if I was going to, but I am. Now, first of all, I actually started this video like 5 minutes ago, and then I couldn't go into tab view, and I'm like, how come I can't go into tab view? I'm like, this is so bizarre. And I was already having like I remember my mouse was like broken the other day, and it was the weirdest thing. Like it won't let me operate the camera in The Sims 4, but it'll work with everything else on my computer. And I'm like, like what is that about? And it just happened like out of nowhere. So I had to buy a new mouse. So now I'm like, oh my god! I'm like now my keyboard's not working. But what happened was there was something on there. My tablet was on top of the keyboard on my laptop, and I didn't realize. So because I'm at my desk and I'm plugged into the monitor, so I'm using the external keyboard. So I'm like, what's going on? I can't go into tab view. I was like ready to like have a meltdown. But anyway, so okay, so first things first. This lot is available in the gallery, like a lot of my lots are. I'm just cheating some needs because this horse is like the most neediest horse I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, so for some reason, I think it's either the paintings by reference that I put in the house that is flagging it as CC, or actually it might be the nectar bottles that I put inside of the lot. So just letting you guys know that. But and if you want this lot, just go to the gallery and just find my name, and then just go to like just toggle CC and it'll be there. But I play tested this lot 3 times. I always play test my lots, but this one I did 3 times because I was like pissed. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, where is the CC? I can't find it. So yeah. And you know what? Yesterday I actually took all my mods out and I plopped this lot back down and I tried to save it and it was still being flagged as CC. So I was like, that's very, very strange. When I tried to re-upload it to the gallery. And the other day it was doing that to another lot of mine. God, it's getting dark here pretty fast. Oh, it's 8:14. All right, so we're just gonna I just want to make sure everybody's needs is okay, and then we're gonna jump ahead. Okay, we're gonna jump ahead like 10 hours. There you go. It's morning. Yeah, so I built another lot the other day in what is it called? Tomarang, I think, or something like that from the 4 rent pack. Yo, what's with the clouds? It's so cloudy over here, and I didn't expect it to be. And it was cloudy in the springtime, so I switched it to summer, and it's still giving me clouds, so I don't know. But anyway, so that other lot of mine, it was being flagged for CC. I removed one mod that I thought could be causing the issue, and then I was able to re-upload it, and it had no CC. I thought the same thing was going to happen for this lot, and it didn't, and it's annoying me, so that's why I went back. I went back and I was like, I gotta try to do this, but it is what it is. So yeah, I'm just trying to show a little bit of the outside. There's a lot to do on this lot, and I specifically made it that way because I figured why not. So let's just go around this side. This was like a last minute decision to make. I definitely wanted there to be wine or a nectar, whatever, on this lot. And I was like, well, I want to have nectar, like making machines or whatever they're called on here too. Who the heck is this girl? That's not even a front door. I guess I didn't. I guess I didn't toggle where the front door is. So make sure you toggle where the front door is. Yeah, so you can make nectar outside, but there's also 2 nectar making stations on the inside. Here you are. And they look like they might need to be cleaned out. And then you've got the wine crates here. It should be fully stocked of wine. Now, Like I said, I feel like this is what's flagging it, or it's the paint by reference stuff, at least according to Google. So what you might want to do is, I mean, no, like, actually, I don't even know if the nectar's going to be there when you load the lot. You know what I mean? Like, even though it's flagging it as that. Wow, there's like always horse manure, like no matter where I go. Oh, it's over here too. Don't mind me. Okay. So this is a little like barn stall area sort of a thing. I know. You're going to notice that I probably didn't paint the ceilings in a couple of these things. I think I did for up here because I was doing like ground view like shots of the lot afterwards, like taking screen caps, and I was like, oh, I should totally like, it's caught my eye, and I'm like, oh, I need to do something up there. So that was probably what happened. So anyway, there's only one horse bed here, and one feeder, and the water thing. Boy, this girl really wants to come over. Who is she? Stacy? Yeah, she's a friend of Ricardo's, but not right now, Stacy. Not right now. It's still cloudy over here. What is going on with this weather? It doesn't want to be sunny for me? Okay, I guess not. Anyway, you'll find, okay, I forgot to say, on this side, you're going to find strawberries, like along over here. But there's an empty planter over here. I think I ran out of strawberries when I was saving the lot. So I was like, okay, we'll just leave one empty. Um, you'll find bell peppers, and you'll find tomatoes, you'll find garlic, you'll find parsley, and you'll find basil. Um, I'm just gonna have them like because everything seems to be dying all of a sudden. There's the sun. Yeah, so I kind of planted things like if you were gonna make like tomato sauces and stuff like that, like Italian kind of foods. I don't really know how many of those we have in the game, but I do know that like I have custom foods in my game, a ton of them. So I do have like a lot of extra stuff or like stuff that could be probably like seen as that. Um, and then this is just like you know, I just put decorations like a table, and I just put some crates and stuff like that. And then of course more trees and plants and shrubs and grass and all that stuff like that. I don't always build lots that are on hills, or like I don't really mess with the ground. Like I keep things pretty much flat for the most part. But there are a couple of builds of mine where I actually raise them up, and it's frustrating. It's not something that I actually can build quickly, but I think it pays off when it's like all finished, when it's like everything seems to be like on a different level and stuff like that. Or there's different heights and things like that. So I feel like it does pay off. And I think for a lot like this, it just made sense. Like I was going for, I guess, like this European style home. And I just started, I started with the steps. I remember starting with the steps and starting like I wanted like almost like a mineral pool and stuff like that. By the way, if you're looking for the mailbox, I stuck it right in there. I love those wall mailboxes. Like, I really do. I didn't know what kind of mailbox to use for this lot, but I'm like, there's got to be a mailbox I got to put it someplace. So I decided to do that. And actually, I think in the version that I think in the version like the when I first put the lot up, there should be a boat right here. If you have if you have island living, there'll be a boat, but this should be the boat that is on the lot when you buy it. That's Ricardo's boat. Um, so usually I just keep it in his inventory, I guess, because I totally forgot that I did. Um, so yeah, I started with the steps, and definitely the landscaping did take me the longest. And usually my game doesn't freeze when I'm building like it does for some people I've been reading about on and off. or like they get stuck between loading screens and stuff like that. I definitely get the loading screens, but I don't get it while I build. I get it like during gameplay. But you got to place all these plants and stuff, and my game actually froze and like quit. Like like the game just turned off. I was placing like a bunch of shrubs over here or something, and I was going like rapid speed, and then all of a sudden everything just like canceled out, and I was like, okay. So, but yeah, so and this is where the front door is over here, but I'm just going to take you around back a little bit. So definitely the staircase that we just went from down there, you could actually, go over there, or you could come this way from these steps over here. Try not to move the camera that fast. And these steps will, this is the only way to get to the upstairs is through these steps. I was gonna put stairs on the inside, and then it kind of got away from me, and I was like, okay, so where am I gonna put them? And I'm like, you know what? They're gonna go right here. And I remember asking my mom about it. My mom is from Italy, and I'm like, Mom, I put the stairs on the outside. I'm like, does that even make sense? She was like, yeah. She's like, you know how many like places where I grew up, they had the stairs that led to the upstairs, and I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, I do remember. I mean, I've been there 3 times, but it kind of like for a second I was like, I don't know if that's gonna work, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make it work. But yeah, so this actually, I stuck a grill at the last minute. I actually just had this planter here, and I said, you know what, and I stuck the palm tree in it. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna put a grill there. And then this door will also lead you inside. And then for some reason, my easels are like the paintings are on the back of them, and I'm like, is it a mod that I'm using? I don't know what's going on, but I'm having a little issue with like my showers and the easels. So I'm wondering if it's a mod that I'm using. I should have checked when I took my mods out yesterday, but I didn't. So, but anyway, so this is the back of the house, and there's actually another door inside, and it'll lead you over here, and there's just a table for 2 out here. So I kind of like, I wanted this to be a rental, but then I decided to just have a sim of mine live here, and then just add, just add to the household just for the sake of like gameplay, like the ease of gameplay and like storytelling. So, we could, if I remember, we could come out here when it's nighttime and see how it is when it's dark. So you know what? We're gonna actually, let me go around front so we can just go through the front door. Okay. All right. So here's the front door. Oh, there's no lights on up in here. What in the hell? Wait a minute. Hold on. Auto light. No, I don't. I want to turn on all the lights. Did he pay his bill? Power Hash. He paid his bills. They came again? Oh, okay. Let me just have Ricardo pay the bills. Whoa, they went up. It was like 6,000 something but I just paid them. Okay. Don't mind the crinkle of my water bottle. Gotta stay hydrated. Okay, so wait a minute. Turn on all the lights. Okay. So yeah, so I think like paintings from reference like these are what is being flagged as CC, but I never thought that was the case, but I guess it is. Also, you're going to notice that some of the trees are poking through the walls. I did not realize that when I was play testing. So You could just have move objects on and just move the, the plant like a centimeter away from the wall and it should be fine. So this is just a little walkway area. There should be a chair here and nothing special. Now, this is the bathroom. I just want to make sure that nobody's using the bathroom. No, okay. So this is the bathroom. Very simple. There are no baths on this lot. It's just showers, and the bathroom actually I just put it like separately over here. And it's very simple. I didn't even put a toilet paper I didn't even put toilet paper down, which is nuts because I always put toilet paper in the bathroom. So you might want to add that because I just noticed that I didn't put that. So anyway, and you're also going to get this painting that's another paint from reference from one of my other lots that I had Ricardo do because he's a painter. So things like that I think is what made the lot flag as that. But like I said, I took everything out, but maybe because I didn't take these off the wall, they're still being flagged as that. I don't know. But as you can tell, it really bugs me at the moment. So anyways, a little seating, living room area. There's no televisions on this lot at all. There are no, not five. There are three fireplaces. Here's one of them. And we've got a busted radio over here. For some reason, everything is broken on this lot, and they didn't even have a thunderstorm, so I don't know what's going on. It just keeps on breaking. So, and there's a bar and a chess table. I didn't really know what I could put in this lot. And then, of course, if it loads properly, when you download this lot, you're going to get all this wine. Except, I did not notice there was trash on the floor. But you're going to get all this wine. They're already using the wine, but everything should be filled. Every crate should be filled, but it's not with every single kind of wine. I think there's grape, apple, there might be strawberry or like fruit or something like that, and there's also some over here too on the table. I did move a few things around, like this tea set will be on the table and there won't be a book there. But like I said, because I have the Sims actually like living in the house right now, they're like using stuff. So this is some of the wine or the nectar, whatever, that you will find. And you won't find that cookbook. That's a custom content cookbook from Tiana Sims. Love their foods. You got to check out Tiana Sims if you love custom foods. Their foods are like my most favorite at the moment, and I didn't even know they existed. So I'm like I think I have like every single recipe at the moment. So yeah, this kitchen, I really love the kitchen. I decided to go with a booth and like I wanted to actually have a longer table, but I just couldn't fit it without like using more space. And I didn't want the kitchen to be like gigantic. But one of my uncles that lives in Italy, one of my mom's brothers, his table is gigantic. I mean, it is it is just a basic table, like square like this, but it's huge, guys, and it could fit like the regular dinner that you have over there. You got like at least like 15 people a day, like. Everybody just gathers to eat. You know what I mean? So, he and like one side of the table has chairs and then the other side has the booth, like this long booth against the wall. So that was where I got this idea from, and I kind of like it because like I never get to build a kitchen that has a booth in it. And it was kind of finicky though. Like I definitely like these are the reasons why I want to play test things. Or I know that I should play test everything because it's like things that I know that don't function properly because of gameplay. Like I've played it and it just doesn't work out. Like I know there's issues with the booth from Dine Out. I know there's issues I think with all the booths like that we have in the game, which we don't have that many. So yeah, I definitely wanted to play test that first, and I'm glad I did. And there is no dryer on this lot. I don't know if dryers are that well known in Europe. I know in Italy my family like has washers, or like I even have an aunt that lives in Poland, and because she's Polish, and they don't have a dryer, and neither does her daughter-in-law and like her son. So I don't know if it's like a thing over there. I know in America we, you could buy them like built together, but there is a clothesline, and it's on the top floor. So we'll get to that. And I think I put like the hampers and stuff inside the bedrooms. So yeah. Anyway, so then I also put the espresso machine, because actually I had a different coffee machine, and I was like, wait. I was like, I actually had the coffee machine on a countertop right over here, and I had this over here, and I'm like, wait. I'm like, they need something that can make like frappuccinos and like espressos. So I'm like, because it's supposed to be like a European like house, so I was like, definitely gotta have that. So I decided to move it all over here and move this here, and then just little decorative pieces here and there. And I think there's nectar over here. I put two bottles here. I love this thing. I think this thing came from Horse Ranch. Let me just check really quickly. I think it did. I love this one. Yeah, I love a lot of the furniture and like swatches from Horse Ranch. I feel the same way about that furniture that I do about cottage, not cottage living, cats and dogs. Yeah, like that kind. I just, for some reason, I just like that kind of furniture, or like that kind of style, where there's like texture to the pieces and stuff like that. But anyway, so this is a little like reading area. I love, actually, I didn't, this is the bookshelf from one of the newest kits, the Sanctuary or whatever it's called. I think I forgot what it's called. Maybe I'm wrong. But I really like the objects in that game, and I mean in that kit, and I never thought that I would, but I do. Um, so let me just make sure that the horse, like, he's got to get food in the feeder, but I'm just gonna cheat Gloria's needs too, because I don't want nobody dropping off. I don't want nobody. William's cooking chili. You're not even supposed to be cooking, bro. Anyway, so yeah, and like I think this piece, I think it's from that too, from the kit. Yeah, I think it's from the same kit. So anyway, it's just a little area here, and I love this freaking fireplace. Did this fireplace come with Horse Ranch? Let me check. Not fireplace, wood burning stove. Yeah, Horse Ranch. Listen, I love every color of this thing. Every color. When I showed this lot to my mom, she's like, I love that wood burning stove. I'm like, right? I'm like, so do I. So yeah, just and I tried to keep tile throughout the whole house, because that's like Mediterranean style. It's to definitely have tile throughout the home. And I didn't, like I said, you're gonna notice that I didn't paint the ceiling. I feel like I like the fact that we could paint ceilings now for a while, but I guess because I've built for so long before we had that option, I was kind of like, I kind of forget sometimes, which it's all good. So yeah, excuse me. I always have my allergies. You guys should know by now, if you actually watch my videos. Every time I stop to record is when I'm feeling like kind of under the weather, and I have some free time. I'm like, might as well just, you know, do a recording here. So anyway, that's the downstairs. It's oh, I thought somebody was in the bathroom. See, everything is broken all of a sudden. So anyway, this is the downstairs. And I'm just going to cheat the time again so it could be. Why is it cloudy every day? And it's summer. This is nuts. So yeah, so this is the downstairs, and you know, like I said, it's not a big downstairs. It seems like it's big because it's got all this stuff going on outside of it, but it's not. And you can basically just read and like listen to music and play chess. Like there's no televisions at all. Of course, I'm not saying that there are no televisions in Europe. I know there are. My uncle has one right in the kitchen. My uncle that I just told you had the booth. But I just didn't want to do that. For some reason, I don't really have. Well, I'm not going to say I don't, but I feel like most of my Sims don't sit and watch TV that often these days. But that might change for the future. But I just know that a lot of them, I just have them doing stuff. Like I'm like, why would I want them to sit and watch television? I don't know. That's just how I am, or that's how I think. So anyway, here's the clothesline. There's nothing much up here, but you can sit up here or take a nap if you want to. I didn't know what to put up here, but I wanted there to be like a little bit of like a walkway sort of a deal or whatever. And then here we're gonna get into the bedrooms. So now here is the way I set it up. I had it set up this way because like I said, I wanted it to function as a rental. So I don't know if this actually makes sense, but it made sense to me. So we're gonna go into this room first. So this room over here, it has a bathroom. And like I said, there are no tubs here or anything like that. It's just you know, the toilet and the shower and the sink, and that's it. And then the bedroom is here. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to like get the camera to do what I want. So so yeah, this is the bedroom. I believe this set is from the same, it's just a different swatch, but it's from that same like sanctuary kit or whatever I was talking about. That kit is cool. Like what attracted me to it was that you could have like the bookshelf door, or maybe there's two of them or something, and I was like, oh man, I'm like, I need to get this. I was like, because we only have I think one or two doors that are like that in the game, and I think they're base game, so we haven't had them like in forever. So I was really excited about that. So yeah, just a simple, like old fashioned country sort of bedroom. And this one is in blue and green and beiges and maybe a little bit of gold and yellows and stuff like that. But they both have full size beds, so there are no single beds on this lot. And then this lot, I mean not this lot, this bedroom is in green, and it's a little bit smaller because it has a balcony. So it doesn't have access to the bathroom upstairs. So typically, I would have probably had Ricardo use this room because he lives here, and like given, I guess, Gloria and William the bigger room because it has the bathroom. But William's favorite color is green, so and Gloria's favorite color is like yellow. Well, she has like yellow and red, but I just said to myself, first of all, I saw the green, and I'm like, William would probably prefer this room, so. So yeah, but it's very interesting. Like I actually had to go on Google, and I had to actually look at like European homes or like villas or just the style, because yeah, I've been there, but I'm still an American, so I'm kind of like, oh, we could just like do this, and I'm like, that doesn't look like an American bedroom. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? So so yeah, for sure. I tried to keep it, and it's very simple. Bedrooms are very simple, at least from my experience when I've gone to Italy, like when I've gone to family members' houses, they do not have clutter. And a lot of them have like these tall cabinets that are like literally from the floor to like the damn ceiling. And it's like everything is neat, and everything is like, tile and like, brick and terracotta and all that kind of stuff. Definitely not like my own bedroom, like where it's like an organized mess, or like There's just a lot of clutter. Like I feel like American homes have a lot of clutter compared to like overseas. And I know there's a number of reasons why that is, but I'm just saying, like, I noticed that. So anyway, and I also thought that William would prefer this lot because it leads to the balcony and he loves to be outdoors. So I just was like, okay, they'll have this room. So anyway, here is where the other fireplace is, and there's some lanterns, and you've got the stereo here. And then you just have more, a seated area. You could probably put something else out here, but I just wanted to keep it pretty simple. Yeah, I just want to keep it pretty simple. I'm just taking a couple of screen caps, so when I upload the video, I could like put it in as a thumbnail because I don't think I have the screen caps that I took when I first made this lot. So yeah, so this is it. And upstairs, that's all you can do. It's just the bedrooms and then the extra bathroom and the balcony and then of course the clothesline. Oh, somebody went to get the clothes. I don't know who, but yeah. So that's basically the whole lot. There it's a lot of landscaping. So it seems like there's probably a lot going on. These two are slow dancing. Outside. Okay, William and Gloria. Oh, I think the lot traits over here, I think one of them is like let me see what it is. It should be like, I think it's like romantic aura. So I think that's why, like, they've been constantly like all lovey-dovey this whole time that they've been here. Like extra extra extra. And I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, oh, I'm like, cuz I put a romantic aura. So they have chef's kitchen, home studio, and romantic aura. So, home studio, you could like paint. It's a great place for painting, woodworking, writing. So there are no computers on this lot either. There is that table. Oh no, is there? Yeah, there's the vanity, but then there's the table. And so if you want to bring your laptop or something like that, you can always just like bring one and just hang out and stuff. So what was I gonna do? Oh, I wanted to show what it looks like at nighttime, especially like this area over here. So let me just fast forward a little bit the time, but I just want to make sure everybody's needs are like what they should be because I don't want nobody spazzing out on me. Come on, come on, come on. And just so I don't forget, I want to have somebody fill up the horse feeder. There's like horse manure everywhere, guys. Okay, so we're going to jump ahead. So let's just do 10. Wait a minute. It went to 10 a.m.? That's not what I wanted it to do. Let's just do 10. Okay. It's 2 a.m. now. Hope everybody's not freaking out. Okay, so this is what the lot looks like at nighttime. It's not that well lit, but I did try to put some lighting here and there and some lanterns on the outside. And over here the candles. So this is probably my favorite spot at nighttime. I just think I don't know, it's just kind of nice. What is that on the ground? Probably a butterfly. A butterfly that you can't catch unless you have that mod that I love, but I have to take it in and out of my game because sometimes it'll bog my game down. I don't know why. But I really wish it didn't because I love it so much. So yeah, so this is I think my favorite spot at nighttime on the outside. It just looks really nice. Really, really nice. Let's actually, oops. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, because I skipped the time? Is that why? Is everybody freaking out now? Wait a minute. Give me a chance. This is a bad idea. I shouldn't have jumped. I thought this... It never used to do this like crazy, and now everybody's freaking out. I should have never did this. So you know what? Hold on. Wow, I'm really messing up the game. This is like the worst walkthrough ever. What was I thinking, guys? Anyway, let me just do something here. So I want to extend. Well, I'm gonna turn off all the lights, and then I want to go down here, and I just want to light, extinguish all the candles. No, extinguish. No, I want to light all the candles. Okay. So yeah, I kind of like it. Let me see if I could just unpause it really quickly. Yeah, I kind of like, I love the candles in the game, like the soft glow of the candles and whatnot. So, um, there are no candles in here, are there? No, oh, there's a little fairy light thingies, and it actually looks really nice in here when this is lit. I wish somebody would come and light this for me. I don't know if they're going to, because William's doing like everybody's queued up for crap. I'm like the worst person to show lots, I swear. And they're my own lots. And I'm like, look at me, guys. Is she gonna light the thing? Nobody's doing anything I want them to do. I probably have to reset everybody. Sentiment gained. Is everybody alright now? Yeah. That was a little frightening. I'm like, oh god, what's happening? But it's already 4 something in the morning, so it's not even gonna look that nice. So I'm not even. It doesn't even make sense for me to light the damn thing. But it is what it is. Was it lit before? I don't think so. So just come light your damn fireplace. Okay. Now move out of the way, Ricardo. Yeah, so I just, obviously it would be much nicer if it was darker, but we're not going to change the time again because, Also, like I said, you're going to find bits of like plants that are like coming through the walls. I did not notice this when I was playtesting, so you just have to move them if you like I know they're there, and because I haven't taken a photo, like I haven't taken a screenshot in that particular area, I'm kind of like, oh well, it's fine, but let that come in my way when I want to take a photo, and I'll be like, okay, now it's time for me to move it. But anyway, so yeah, this is the whole lot. There's nothing else I think for me to show you at this lot. And remember, if you want to use it, you just have to go and toggle CC in the gallery. And I think I put it, like, I think this might be the biggest lot in Tartosa. I think. So I don't think you could place this anywhere else over here. And I don't know what world it would look good in. I don't have Love Struck, and I don't have, what is it? Businesses and hobbies. So I don't know if those worlds like this kind of build would work in or not, because I haven't really seen the worlds like firsthand, and I haven't really looked into like the world overview, like videos of it or like images and stuff. So I don't know where else this lot could be placed, but this is the whole lot, guys. And anyway, so thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me a little bit. And I will catch you later days.